of Project 10 Million.
Thanks to T-Mobile, these laptops are now yours. I want to see every kid succeed, and Project 10 Million is helping that. Someone wanted to give you guys a message.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there today, guys, but I would love to invite you to join me at the T-Mobile Home Run Derby.
Fans, please give a warm welcome to tonight's ball shakers from Big Brothers Big Sisters, who are joined by T-Mobile ambassadors and Mariners Luis Castillo and J.P. Crawford down by first base. A huge thank you to T-Mobile Project 10 Million for working to connect every student. You can learn more at T-Mobile.com/Project 10 Million.
Amazing. Access to the internet, such a game changer for students. And T-Mobile has already connected over 5 million kids nationwide. Incredible. Speaking of incredible, we just saw Adley Rutschman put on a show, and then Luis Robert stomped on him. I mean, awfully impressive. And now we got the heavyweight on the left and the lightweight on the right. And they'll say, hey, don't dismiss Mookie Betts, but 5'9", 180. And it's been a 4-year wait to see that guy, Vlad, in the Derby again, and he exploded. He lit up the night in Cleveland back then. '29 in round number 1. And it felt like Vlad would do every one of them and come close to winning every one of them.
Yeah, and a lot of line drive shots. He's not one to hit the ball high in the air, not a lot of launch angle. This is líneas with high exit velocity. Out of all the contestants here, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has the highest exit velocity of any at over 109 miles per hour. In order for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to win this, he has to get into the bonus round. He goes first. I think this is an advantage for Mookie, but at the same time, he has one thing that Mookie does not, and that's the power.
Yeah, the average distance in 19 was 425. And we talk about a round. He had 40 in that second round against Jock Peterson. Boy, Jock Peterson is a heck of a home run derby contestant. So Vlad will take the bat, get into the box. And it's great to see John Schneider back, his manager, who still does throw batting practice to the Blue Jays.
And not only does he throw batting practice for the Blue Jays, he's not even in the all-star coaching staff. Usually they take not only the Astro coaches, but also a few others. He came strictly to Seattle for this.
So he's got his mates here. He's got Bo Bichette. He's got Whit Merrifield. They're all waiting. Jordan Romano waiting to see this guy start to get on track.
You hear in the background, relájate, cálmate. And that actually is Javier Bracamonte, who is the bullpen catcher for the Houston Astros. He's actually catching back there and coaching Vladdy through this.
There's a high drive to left field, and that one gets to the second deck. So 3 on the board for Vlad to start. Likely number 4.
And very unlike Vladdy. Vladdy's hitting a lot of these balls up in the air. He's more of a line drive type guy like that one right there. Those are way too high right now. He's trying to force it up in the air.
Well,
his
that one's
swing
good.
Does not dictate anything to be hit on the air as much as over 22 degrees in launch angle. What a job of bringing his hands in on that last one.
The 2 gold stars are lit up, and Vlad is now starting to take off some rockets to Mount Rainier. Wait a minute. Halfway up second deck. Moonshots too from Vlad.
Yeah, good timeout right there.
Boy, everybody seems, I think that's it, Eddie. $1:30 when they call time, 11's the highest number. Bo Bichette's got a microphone. We're going to take a quick timeout.
This is a status bar. This is a search bar. Let's know the difference, okay? Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Now, what does it mean to slide into someone's DMs? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, we're not ready for that. As a team, we'll get there. It might be a fruit emoji, but that doesn't mean they're talking about fruit.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Okay, do you really think we need 47 photos of fun dinner at Pam's?
Yes.
No.
All right, we're back. Bo, you got a question for him? Bo, what do you have to say, Bo?
He said he's feeling good. You know, Eduardo can translate better for me, but that's what I got.
He was smiling and seemed happy.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
All right, so here's Vladdy. He's got 11. He's got the extra 30, plus the regular 30.
That type of home run is the one that we are used to seeing Vladimir Guerrero hit on a linea. Once he does that, it becomes special. Right there you hear Javier Bracamonte, let it get to you, let it get to you. He's coaching him through this. This is a good sign for Mookie Betts, guys. Even though Vladdy does have an extra minute, I believe, more than Mookie. Uh-oh. That one's well over 440.
Underneath one again. Bad Vlad sitting there at 15 homers. Power numbers haven't really been there this year when you think about what he's capable of as that one gets over in left field. He didn't come in here with a game plan other than I'm going to hit homers. Why make this complicated? Takes one there.
Getting a little fatigued. His swing is different than what it was in Cleveland. He brings his hands a little bit lower than he did a few years ago. But you see that line drive that went over. That's the type of hitter he is. He's a line drive type guy that just has that wicked ability of being able to whip the bat through the zone.
Last one there in the first round. Yeah, take a little time out. All right, Bo, intrepid reporter, Bo Bichette. Let's see, head over there, see what we got from Vlad. He's got a little time now.
It's all yours, Bo.
Suave, suave.
Hey, ask Juan Soto. Ask Juan Soto what he should be doing here.
Hey, they want to know what he should be doing right now.
Just secure the ball. Take it easy. You got power, baby. Come on.
Línea.
Táquete, línea. Pero el Vladi, vamos allá, que lo que. No hay quien pueda contigo. Vamos arriba.
Vámonos, Vladi.
Calmadito ahí, calmadito ahí. Vamos arriba, seguro.
What he said.
Bo, ask Juan if he misses it this year. As the champion last year, ask him if he's missing being in it.
Metió 100 jonrones casi en el otro derby. Me voy a poner en
¿Te extraño los derby?
¿Ah?
¿Te extraño los home run derby?
¿Cómo así? Say it again.
You missed the derby?
Es un poquito, tú sabes. Pero yo prefiero disfrutarlo desde aquí contigo, tú sabes, hablando, viendo al Vlad dando jonrones. Ya yo lo gané, ya. Uno, ya.
Okay, Eduardo, you got that.
¿Cuándo tú vienes, Valdez?
See, me?
Yeah. Uh-oh. He was saying that he did it once. That's enough. But he's having a lot of fun doing it, but he does miss it a little bit.
Brad pops that one up. He's got a couple here in his bonus round, which is a minute. And that one is headed deep into the night in left field. There's one even further. That's going to stay fair. But the second deck is majestic. You thought maybe one would get out. We haven't seen one go more than halfway up.
Oh, he's fatigued right now. He's lost his bottom half, but he needs to just hit the ball out in front like that. This is all top half right now, and it's looking pretty for Vladdy. 3 in a row.
But it's just a little extra, like a golf drive. It just elevates halfway through, and he got into a groove, and he got jammed on that one.
This is...
He's done. He's checked out. I'm good. Post the number. See what happens. 26. Remember, he had 40 in his second round battle. As Betts gets set, he knows the number he's got to get to.
Gotta change around here. Gotta change around here. Can't go on this way. Things gotta change around here. Say it loud, say it clear. We gotta change around here.
Mookie Betts waits, 26 the number. He's got a match, 27 to move on. What'd you notice about Vlad in his round?
One thing that I did notice was fatigue. Did get fatigued at the end of the first and at the end of the second round, but he is strong enough and he does have the discipline to be looking up. 7 home runs right there, the 7th home run over that, and you could tell by his legs and his eyes how much different this was than Cleveland. But will 25 be enough?
26 he's got.
26.
So
will it be enough?
Vlad now has total 117 career Derby homers, second most to Alonso. This is going to be fascinating now. Mookie Betts, who has just downplayed his chances from Jump Street. His wife is the one that really encouraged him to do it. Mookie feeling like, I haven't done it, I'm going to try it. But he's basically said all week leading up to it, I got no chance. No one believes that.
No, no one really does believe it. Look, one thing that Mookie is a true competitor. And he's not going to do this to embarrass himself at all. Now, the 440 is the mark that I don't think he can get to. If he does, that right there would be impressive. So it's dealing with 1 minute less than Vladimir Guerrero. Make it 30 seconds less than Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
It'd be interesting to see Mookie, of course, because he's a lot smaller. Does he tire quicker? He's in phenomenal shape. Does that allow him not to tire?
I don't think he'll tire as much. I think the shape that he's in, it's a great cardio shape that he's in. He's got strong legs, strong base. It's a different bat that he's also using than any other contestant here. It's an axe bat handle, and a lot of these players that have had hamate issues in the past go to this type of bat. I would not be surprised if when Mike Trout comes back after his hamate injury, he starts using an axe handle type bat.
Mookie's hit a couple now sky high. And that one looks like it is off to Olympia, Washington. There's another shot. So Mookie goes back to back with some big time pop. That second deck on that last one. Everybody's been around 10 or 11 with a $130 to go. Mookie's sitting here at 6.
Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go deep here, and he just did. If he would have asked for a timeout or not. See, this is the difference in Mookie with the cardio. It's not affecting him yet. Already at 115 mark, got all the others have already had asked for time. Mookie continues to swing without any issues.
Yeah, but right there is an example, though, of perhaps being a little tired. Now, that one looks like it's going to get over the wall. The one before that came up just short. That one does find.
Yeah, that one's not going. Mookie's, all of his home runs this year have been to the pull side like that.
You got a timeout if you need it.
And McCullough's saying you got a timeout if you need it, and he's not using it. Nope, doesn't want to do it. You can see him. 40 seconds to go, 30-second bonus. Nothing's really come close to 440. And what a start to this year for Mookie Betts with his total home runs on pace for 47. That's a big fly there, Eduardo.
Yeah, that one's as far to the center field side as you want Mookie to hit it. Everything else has to be pulled on him. 11 home runs without a timeout. 10 seconds left. He went through this entire round without a timeout.
Interesting approach.
You know what else he's doing, right? He's crushing the budget.
Alden, take it away.
I'm here with Brianna Betts, Mookie Betts, his wife. And Brianna, on behalf of ESPN, I just want to thank you for convincing Mookie to do the home run derby. That's what he said. He said that you wanted him to do it. Why was it so important to you for him to do it?
I feel like he can look back at his career and say he did everything. And the home run derby is something he hasn't done, so that's something he needed to check off.
So you've seen Mookie play a lot of baseball. What are you seeing so far? He's got some extra time here, but he's got a lot of catching up to do.
He does. What'd you say?
He's got some catching up to do. What are you seeing? What does he need to do?
Oh, he's got a long way to go. He can just have fun.
That's all we're here for. Guys, back to you.
JD Martinez, any ideas for Mookie?
Hey. Say it again, guys.
Any ideas for Mookie?
He's got to pull the ball. He's got to hit it in the air to left. Do not go to center.
I don't know how. I have no idea how.
You just got to just stick it. Chase it to left field. T-Mobile. You see T-Mobile? That's you right there. T-Mobile, New Balance, right there, left field.
If this were
Forget
wrestling,
center.
JD, could he tag you and have you come into the ring for him?
I would love that. But no. He's got to do it on his own. He tried to go. He went 3 minutes straight. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, I was curious. Why did he do that?
I don't know. He says he wants to get it over with. Hey, go get him. Let's go. Do it, baby. I don't know what just happened.
We call that feedback in the business. All right, here's Mookie. I like what Brianna said. Now have fun. And one of the greatest ambassadors for the game, the greatest right fielder the Dodgers have ever had. A lot of folks still see Mookie and picture him in that Red Sox uniform where that incredible career got started.
Well, that's going to go far enough. The problem with Mookie is this.
He was 15 behind with 30 to go.
He has to average a home run per second.
I give Mookie a whole world of credit for doing it, for listening to his wife and saying, you know what, I've told you all I didn't have much of a chance in this thing, and then I get Guerrero in round 1, but I'm doing it anyway. Box has been checked for Mookie Betts. Well done, Mookie. And by the way, Baby, out like a light.
Oh, yeah. Baby knew better.
Baby knew better. Luis Robert Jr., Randy Arozarena, Vlad Guerrero Jr., the 6th seed, has moved on. This place is about to get loud. Alonso, Julio Rodriguez coming up.
Critics and audiences are cheering for Dial of Destiny. This is it. Discover for yourself why it's being hailed as the perfect ending for the adventures of Indiana Jones.
Are you back, Indy?
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Rated PG-13.
Well, 3 players have won the home run derby on their home field. Ryan Sandberg did it in Chicago in 1990. Todd Frazier, the Todd father, put on an amazing show in 15. And of course, Bryce and his dad in 18 in Washington. One of the more memorable derbies. And now, of course, Julio Rodriguez is going to try to do the same here. Last year, Dodger Stadium, just 21 years old. He and Pete Alonso. And he served Pete his first derby defeat. He beat him 31-23, and a real coming out party for the Seattle superstar. Who knew a year later we'd all be here and Rodriguez would be on the field trying to take down a dude that's trying to do what only Ken Griffey Jr. has done, and that is win 3 home run derbies. So just like that, you got a rematch. In a lot of ways, it feels like it would be an unbelievable final, but it's a first-round showdown between Pete Alonso, who has historically made this as big a deal as anybody has ever made it, and Julio Rodriguez, who, like all-star hosts in the past, got a lot of attention on them. A lot of responsibility comes with being the host of the Derby. And the crowd on its feet here at T-Mobile Park.
Yeah, a lot of pressure right here from Julio Rodriguez, who is actually using a bat that says no place like home, and the home is a home plate. This kid lives for these moments, Carl.
This is as big as it gets for him.
He knew last year in LA that if he performed well, as George Clooney would say, mi casa is su casa. Right now, he's welcoming everyone to T-Mobile Park.
That early start got Rutschman into a great position. His biggest issue was the guy he faced, Luis Robert. We'll see what Julio Rodriguez is able to do early in his round.
Everyone here is standing.
You'd love to see the kid just get off to a good start and get the crowd into it for him as well. That's a pretty good start. Yeah, that's a real good start. And that's as long as we may have seen here as the second deck gets set.
Oh, my!
Boy, he started off a house of fire, and one popped up, but there goes another one. Julio. It hasn't been a good season. We've seen others use this derby to get going. This is like a driving range right now for Julio Rodriguez.
But watch that last one, 439 feet. It went deep. He has yet to get to 440. Will this last one be the one?
He's got one of the bonuses. That's a fly ball to center that won't, but a great start. He's at 10, now 11, and he's got 2 minutes to go.
And remember last year, his same BP thrower, Pena.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't even take a step. It's just a short arm toss. Really effective, close to the plate, just like Mookie Betts. Just listen, Carl.
There's your timeout. Wow, 14 home runs. Julio in his own yard. What a show. What a show.
Now what? You say it when it feels like you're starting too late. At Prudential, we think you should ask it when you realize it's not too late to start. Like when your new passion is now your life passion, ask now what? Here's what. You come to Prudential and help ensure your retirement has income that lasts a lifetime. Who's your rock? Talk to an advisor and build a more secure retirement today.
The MLB app is your place for live baseball, real-time highlights, and pitch-by-pitch updates faster than ever. Get personalized highlight reels based on players you follow every day. Download the MLB app today. Well, in the house that Griffey built, Julio Rodriguez is laying a few bricks of his. 14 homers, $135 still to go, and a minute of bonus time as Pete Alonso took a look and still continues to work out. Julio had 32 in the first round last year, and he is just about on pace for that number again. 20 pitches, 20 swings. 70% of the time, the ball left the building.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. Another one.
Carl, the thing is, all the fans here in Seattle, they understand that it's against Pete Alonso. They know that every home run here counts. They're all on their feet. And these cheers will turn into boos soon, but oh, wow.
Crushed. Kirkland, get ready. Another one. Boy, swing percentage to homer. This is damage.
This is what we saw last year.
Maybe he's built for this event. There's another moonshot. Oh, man. 25 homers, still 37, plus a minute of bonus time.
And he, like any other hitter in the round, knows that he has to go for it all in the first round. Pete Alonso's just too big of a challenge, and oh my, is he doing it.
Oh my goodness, you're in that upper deck and left. You're leaving with a souvenir. Oh my God. Another. The only thing stopping him is the clock right now. What a show, Julio Rodriguez. Oh my gosh, listen to the crowd.
He's not fatigued.
No, he's not.
Okay, we saw Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was fatigued, he was gasping for air. This guy has a lot left in the tank. A lot left in the tank, and Julio Rodriguez, and you can see everyone right there. We are in the month of July. Julio in Espanol. It's his month, it's his town, it's his stadium. Watch the back leg, how strong he is to the front side. Bat stays in the zone long and through. Look, a major component of this is the BP that's been thrown to him, consistent throughout. Short step, short arm, right there, up in the zone, up and in, and he has all the superstars on their feet celebrating.
He stole the show last year. He owns the show already tonight. 32 total homers. His exit velocity is about 109 miles an hour. He's hit several over 440. The longest is 452. He is the only player with multiple 30-homer Derby rounds in a career. He's got 3, the only player. And I tell you one thing, nobody is enjoying this and the challenge put in front of him more than Alonso.
Yeah.
Where's that number going? You got a minute left. He's at 32. He's hitting about 70%.
That'll get to 40. That'll get to 41 at least. I'm going to go Seaver on this one. And in the meantime, it's Alonso going to be playing the part of the Joker.
Julio Rodriguez is trying to become the youngest to ever win a Derby.
Watch Pena, no step to throw BP. Oh. It's a short arm right to the point, up and in. Boom.
Oh boy, are they in sync. Another one.
It is money. He's already at 36, Carl.
It's coming real easy.
Watch the mitt.
That's
right
2
where
in a row
he
that he
wants
missed
it.
Yeah, that's a souvenir. That's a souvenir.
Guys.
What a show.
Watch the bottom half. He's not tired at all. 106 miles per hour, 24 launch angle with 10 seconds left.
Got out of his swing on that one. Got about one more after this. Got to do it quick, and he won't do it. He'll stop at 41. The bar has been set. All right, Buster, whenever you're ready.
Julio, how did you do that? Swinging, and with a really, really good pitcher. How much did the crowd do for you? Oh my God, thank you for the energy. We gotta keep on going. Let's go see Pete now. How do you feel about your number? I like it. I know it's really good, but it's a nice number. Carl, back to you.
41 is a nice number. Remember, Rutschman said his number was respectable and got beaten. He likes the number 41. Eduardo, that was as impressive round as we've seen. I mean, there was some Josh Hamilton feel to that.
Yeah, and at home. That is the most impressive part. Okay, so the bat says no place like home. Guys, he was right. The bat was right. No place like home made for him, and he's made for this event, and he's right. The BP thrower Pena was on the money. No stride, no
Alonso, given what Julio Rodriguez just did.
No, Myers is doing a good job of hitting the spot, but it has to be up and in. Or Pete has to crowd the plate a little bit more.
Now the Polar Bear smoked that thing. There's another one.
That's another one right there. I mean, he is hitting these balls deep and far to the biggest part of the ballpark. He's got to ask for time if he doesn't hit this one out.
Yeah, this is right around where everybody's been. 10 or 11 with a buck and a half to go. He's got one. Now he's got the second, so he's hit 2 over 440.
Yeah, he has to tell Myers. Has to tell Myers to pitch in.
He's got to hit 30 in 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Earn 2% cash back on what you want, like a lightweight road bike, clip-in shoes, and a moisture-wicking jersey.
What? Is it too much?
And 2% cash back on what you need.
What?
I think you missed a spot.
Is it bad?
It's not good.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. That's real life ready.
Support your team into the home stretch. MLBshop.com, the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your favorite team at MLBshop.com. 3 of the final 4 have already been determined. Will it be Julio Rodriguez, a significant lead right now over Pete Alonso? He's got a $121 here and then another minute after that.
Yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle right now for Pete. He has to at least get to 26 or 7. And I think that's going to be really difficult, especially with only a minute after that. I think this is going to be a tough one for him. Julio set the bar really high.
Well, think about the guys that have advanced, and Julio Rodriguez put on the most impressive show. Alonso sends one right towards our set. And then the next one, before that one lands, is headed towards left center field, and it will get out. He's got 40 seconds left in regulation and a whole lot of ground to make up. And a slider there from Myers, and another one, which is causing Pete to try to go the other way. He was able to do it there, and then he hooks one.
Yeah, see where that pitch was, middle in. That pitch away just does not work for Pete Alonso.
Julio Rodriguez, the Pete Alonso kryptonite. Looks like he's going to send him packing in back-to-back home run derbies, barring some miracle from Alonso.
I think when he goes back and he looks at the location of where these pitches were, he's going to wish it would have been in a little bit more.
Put a smile on your plate with new pancake tacos. Because when you fold a pancake in half, you get a taco. Or in this case, 3 for $6. Try all 4 flavors. Here for a fun time, not a long time. Only from IHOP.
AG1 is foundational nutrition. Science-driven vitamins and minerals, pre- and probiotics, adaptogens, functional mushrooms, daily support for whole body health that you just can't get in a multivitamin. Upgrade your routine at drinkag1.com.
1 minute on the clock for Alonso, and a reminder to listen to every MLB game live or on demand with At Bat. Watch all minor league baseball and live look-ins on MLB Big Inning. No blackouts. Visit MLB.com/atbat for details. After he won the 2021 Home Run Derby, Alonso said, "I think I'm the best power hitter on the planet." He needs a lot of homers in a little time.
Yeah, he does. He needs a lot of those, and again, a lot of work that he's had to do hooking the baseball. He hasn't made the adjustment if the pitches are away to just crowd the plate. Cheat in and try to pull. We all know that he's strong enough to go the other way, but the problem is the matchup that he had. Julio Rodriguez.
That and the fact that Mike Friedland, who was his travel ball coach, was going to be the guy to throw to him. They had practiced a lot, and Friedland's elbow started barking. So literally 2 days ago, he asked Aaron Myers to do this. They never had a chance to do it together. And I'm not sure it would have made any difference given what Julio Rodriguez did about 15 minutes ago.
Pretty impressive. 10 seconds, no chance for Pete Alonso.
And for the second year in a row, Julio Rodriguez is going to knock Pete Alonso out of the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. Wow, you could read his lips twice. Wow is right. This is a sport in which you always say sometimes you got to tip your hat. I think you got to tip your hat, man.
You really do.
You weren't beating Julio in that round.
You weren't beating him here. You weren't beating him by the schoolyard. You weren't beating him anywhere.
The final 4. Randy Arozarena, Luis Robert, Julio, and Vlad. How about that semifinal on the right?
We look at Cuba versus Dominican Republic here.
We'll take a timeout. Randy ready to rock. Robert ready to roll. And on the other side, Vlad Guerrero knows it's a tall mountain not named Rainier to climb. This is Julio's yard. It may be his night.
Doors fly open now, we're in a race against the Nazis. They have a 12-month head start. 18. We've got one hope. Our nation's best scientists working together here. Secret laboratory. Keep everyone there until it's done.
You're the great improviser, but this you can't do in your head.
This is the most important thing that ever happened in the history of the world. 5.
They just fired the starting gun. The president needs to know what's next.
2. What's next?
1.
In theaters July 21st, rated R.
When you drive a Ram, summer is more than a season. It's an opportunity to load up on more toys, to stop looking for fun and be the one who brings it, and to make every day even more inviting than the last, so you can get more in before the sun goes down. Make this the summer you drive a Ram.
Something truly one of a kind. Something so well crafted belongs behind glass.
So here you go. Blue Moon, one of a kind, every time.
You can't hurt me no more. After all the pain you've sent my way.
Gotta go hard every day. Say the word, Chef.
Let it rip.
You cannot take your eyes off this thing. Turn up the heat. Let's go. Order! Looking forward.
You're looking forward. Why don't we push this? Why don't we look forward to that?
FX's The Bear on Hulu. And
this is just the beginning.
Oh, you think I came back?
there's more.
Are you ready? I've been ready.
For just $2 more a month,
Wait for it.
you can add Disney Plus to Hulu. The Hulu and Disney Plus bundle, with plans starting at just $9.99 a month.
Nothing feels better than having support, and the same goes for your footwear. So you've got to try Skechers Arch Fit. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists and designed footwear with podiatrist-certified arch support. Plus, they're machine washable. Get the arch support you're looking for with Skechers Arch Fit.
Welcome to the Championships Wimbledon. Remain seated and silent for the duration of play. Quiet, please. It's Wimbledon on ESPN.
The league's brightest stars light up Las Vegas. We're all about the WNBA All-Star Game. Saturday at 8:30 on ABC.
This is a warning. Evil is on board. We're a doomed crew on a doomed ship. This looks like a bite. The devil is real.
We call him Dracula.
He's coming!
Rated R. Only in theaters August 11th.
Growing up in Seattle, the Mariners were my life. But you can't talk about my city and not mention Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey smokes one. Kiss hit goodbye. Ball is gone.
Tonight, we celebrate what he did best.
That may have hit the warehouse, and it did. Junior is putting on a show.
So who wants it? Because right now, it's time to find this generation's king of the home run derby.
And we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Welcome back, everyone. The 2023 T-Mobile Home Run Derby, and that is T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington, where baseball and the sports world is focused for the next 48 hours. The T-Mobile Home Run Derby, the Final Four, is spectacular. Randy Arozarena, lower left, loves the spotlight. Luis Robert Jr. put on an absolute show to eliminate Adley Rutschman, who blew people away. Batted from the left side, then turned around, hit from the right side, hit 8 of 10, and posted a big number that Robert just kind of laughed at on his way by. And then on the other side, two heavyweights. You got Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Julio Rodriguez. The question was, who's going to be the king? Right now, it feels like Rodriguez is the king.
Right now, Rodriguez is actually making sure that his cleats are really deep into the skirt here at T-Mobile Park. But leading off this thing, Arozarena against Robert Jr., it just tells you the strength of Robert Jr. If Arozarena is going to win this thing, he has to put up a big number to lead this thing off.
Three-minute round as we take a look at Randy Arozarena and what he has meant to Tampa Bay. We've seen that pose. They then created Randy Land. And does anybody play to his audience bigger and better than Randy Arozarena? 2020, remember, an MLB record 10 home runs in that COVID postseason. Yeah, he'll wear boots. He wore those boots out during his introduction. Nobody liked the WBC more. Nobody.
No one. The spotlight, he loves the spotlight. And One thing you can say about Randy, wherever he goes, he's a fan favorite. He'll sign autographs between pitching changes, between innings. He'll throw baseballs out there. And you see how even the collegiate players, high school players, have adopted that cross arm that he does.
He was here last week, and they got a chance to get a feel for what it's like to hit in this ballpark. So again, 3 minutes on the clock. Luis Robert will wait. Randy Arozarena trying to get off to a fast start, and so far, not great.
Yeah, the difference of all the BP throwers to what Pena has done with Julio Rodriguez, I think it's a difference maker.
Yes.
Less action, less motion, straight arm to the strike zone. See Francisco, a lot more action, a lot more movement, and Randy just has not gotten his pitches consistently.
No, but he smoked that one. That one is headed high into the second deck. There goes a line shot that's going to come up just short. There's a big blast. But for the fans who came and had seats in right field, Eduardo, thinking that they might get some homers, left field and that second deck's been the seat of choice.
Yeah, they really did not go into the scouting report, right? And also, Adley Rutschman, who put on the show with 27 home runs in the first round, turned around and hit from the right side for the bonus.
That's another one crushed. There goes a high fly to left field. That's heading to Kenmore.
Okay, so last time with 145 left, he had 8 home runs. Finished with 10 home runs at the 130 mark. Already at 13. He asked for timeout, 132 mark last time.
The same way Julio was aware and the fans were what he had to do because Pete was his opponent. Randy is really, really locked into who he's going to have to put a number up against. Take a breath.
This guy again.
Pops. Hey, son, you got a little something on your face.
Needed a quick shave.
Quick shave? Respect the process.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. It's from Gillette Labs.
Gillette Labs?
Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex Disc contours to it.
Looking smooth.
Feeling even smoother.
How about hooking me up with some Gillette Labs?
Check your text.
You're the best.
Nah, you're the best.
The best a man can get keeps getting better.
The next generation of shaving is Gillette Labs.
Don't forget, All-Star Break also means the ESPYs, 2023 ESPYs, presented by Capital One, LeBron, Patrick Mahomes, Michaela Schifrin. They are among the nominees this year. We will be live from Los Angeles. That's Wednesday at 8 Eastern Time, only on ABC. Take a little sneak peek backstage.
I will say this, Sierra did a nice job of being able to lay it up in the zone for Luis Robert Jr. in that first round. With all the pressure that Adley Rutschman and the fans had on Robert, they came through in a major way.
Randy Arozarena steps back in. He normally hits in his first group of batting practice, and the guy that pitches in that first group is manager Kevin Cash.
Know where the camera is.
Instead, it's Tomas Francisco, first-year member of their staff, who again gets set to throw. He's got one that's gone 440.
He needs the other because
sure
Luis Robert Jr. will get many of those.
He's found a little groove here. That's 3 in a row for Randy. And then he hooks one.
Watch the exit velocities here. We're using the StatCast on E2 right now, but you see it, 107 with 20-degree launch angle. That will get you a home run.
Well, he's got his second gold star, so he's got the extra 30. Critical.
Look at the numbers right now. Not bad at all. 18 home runs, should be 19.
And when he finds that slot, Eduardo, they're all going high, hard, and history to left field. That's 4 straight. Takes a
good
pitch.
Take.
Smart.
Really good take.
Yeah. Right there. That's his wheelhouse. Tucks that elbow and it flies.
He knows who he's up against. Under pressure, is there a better player in the month of September and October than this guy right here with what he did in 2020?
I mean, this looks like brain off, you know? Throw it, I'll hit it out. Oh, that's going to go. That's going to count. That's a heck of a round with still 60 seconds left. Woo! Luis Robert sees where Randy Arozarena is now.
Julio Rodriguez set the tone for this because they know, and he knows that not only does he have to compete if he wants to win against this guy right here, but you also have Vladimir Julio to deal with. And to win this thing, it has to be over 40 easily. Randy Arozarena now has a minute left, and you see how, even though he was fatigued, the bat path was very consistent. Everything to the pull side. Let's not try to reinvent the wheel and go the other way. Up in the box, you have a better chance. It's almost like a bunting approach. You want to be up to open up the field a little bit more. Randy Arozarena, good idea right there.
Yeah, guys, I just talked to Tomas Francisco, and I asked him what was the adjustment after the timeout, and he said a little closer to Randy and a little bit higher in the zone.
That makes sense. And he was able to execute.
Randy has dedicated himself in the offseason to being more consistent. He was well aware of those flashes, that 2020 postseason, the WBC, but he had really focused on what it was staff could tell him that would make him a more consistent hitter. Where are they going to pitch me? How are they trying to get me out? And it has led to a phenomenal first half for Randy Arozarena. His chase rate is way down, and his hard hit rate is way up. That's a great formula for success over the course of the season. Hard hit rate, exit velocity, barrel, great formula for success in a derby.
And I know we are all just talking about offense right here and power, but one thing that Randy Arozarena has also done is he's improved his game on the defensive side.
Yeah. All right, the Cuban Rocket gets back in and has immediately stepped back in and hit 3 homers. Now this looks a lot like the Julio Rodriguez round, Eddie, because the pitches are all in the exact same spot for him.
All in the same exact spot, catching the ball out in front. And because he hits further up in the plate than anybody else, here he has a little bit more room for error on the pull side. Good foul ball right there. Watch out, Ed. Alden.
Final 20 seconds for Arozarena, 34 homers. There goes another one. 41 is the magic number set so far tonight by Julio Rodriguez. 5 seconds to go. Needs one more. Get it to him. That is high. I'm not sure it's going to be enough to get out, and it is not. Heck of a round for Randy Arozarena, the Cuban Rocket, who played for Mexico in the WBC. Luis Robert set to come up as we take a timeout.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with the Disney Resorts Collection. It's up early, giving you extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day. And welcomes you back to even more magical moments you'll never forget. Now you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay anywhere else?
All right, Chicago, here comes your guy, Luis Robert, trying to chase down Randy Arozarena. Let's take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. Eduardo, the fireworks went primarily to left, but you got power everywhere if you need it.
Yeah, but watch the power where he has kept it and he's stayed true to who he is during the regular season. Not a lot to the pull down the line. Everything is from straight left field towards right center field. 35 home runs. He will get to the 440 mark. Will he be able to pass those 35 home runs hit by Arozarena? I say yes, he can. Now it all depends on Sierra pitch location, making sure that he stays up in the zone.
Randy Arozarena's longest homer, 447 in round 2. Robert's already hit one 470.
And it's easy pop.
Yeah, let's see if he can get onto one of those rolls here where Sierra puts it onto that tee and he just starts to go. You know, that's smoked. That is smashed to center field.
And if you see the leg work of Robert Jr., he's not deep into his legs, meaning he will not get as fatigued as all the others. Sierra has to throw that ball a little bit more up and in right there.
Oh.
That's the sweet spot. Nope, not there. Just bring it down a bit. Keep it fair.
You think easier to go first or second, Eduardo?
I think it's easier to go first. You're not chasing.
Because that's in the back of your head right already, right? How many I need? I'm sitting here at 6. I get the bonus now, which is great.
But if you ask a lot of the hitters, they'll say, give me second. And it's an advantage if you have the guy you're competing with that doesn't put up a big number, because you don't have to use that many swings for the next round. Last time Robert won it in the first round,
oh boy,
he did not have to use that full minute of bonus time.
That 10-11 mark has been where they've all kind of been, right at $130. And that is right where he is. That's not good by Sierra, and he knows it. You can see that. And a lot more going the other way in this round than to left. Dead central and right center. Time called.
Yeah.
Wendy's is open until midnight or later. So give in to those cravings. Get that Baconator.
Give me one honk if you want a Baconator.
Let me get that beat for 6 strips of bacon. Oh, there it is.
When I say bacon, you say Ader. Bacon.
Woo! Let me get a toot on the mega.
All right.
Okay. Now, when I say...
Dude.
Sorry.
When the craving strikes, go night mode and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Baconator.
26 home runs for Robert on the year, third in the big leagues behind Shohei Ohtani and Matt Olson. And speaking of Shohei Ohtani, Sunday Night Baseball, the Astros and the Angels. We'll start it all with baseball tonight's Sunday Night Countdown at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. What do you think, Eduardo? 25 homers, $127 in this round, 227 total.
Yeah, 227 total. Right now, he has to get on a run. And it's Sierra has to be consistent. Right there is where he has to do it. But Robert, who doesn't use his legs much, that's why you have to help him in there. If you can stay middle in the entire time, you have a chance to catch a Rosarena. If you're forcing Robert to hit the ball to straightaway center the other way, too much energy is gathered, and I don't think he'll be able to pull it off.
No, but boy, Eduardo, very few balls go like that. That's a line shot to right field that doesn't get out.
Yeah, but right now he's already into the bonus, right? So all he needs to do is find barrel, hit it out in front and go. Right there. That was a beautiful swing.
Yeah, different round, though, than what we saw from Luis the first time, where it was on a stick for him.
These balls are leaving with ease. You see that one right there, 105 with 27-degree launch angle. That's what you want every time, anywhere, any park. That right there just won't work.
Got to get to, what do you think, 23, 24 before the last minute starts?
I think he needs to get to at least 26. And he won't get there, obviously, with 12 seconds left. This is, I think, virtually almost impossible for him to make a comeback here.
Looks a little tired right now.
Throw another. That could help him out big time right there. Get to 20, reset, and go off 15 in less than a minute.
Gonna be close. He's gonna be close.
Venture X Card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling. You're being too loud. Thank you. Good choice. Ooh, my lucky number.
Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Enjoy your stay.
Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges.
White wine, please.
And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Well, we've seen a couple of 460s, and the longest home run of the night, 484 from Luis Robert. That was his 5th tonight. Traveled almost 500 feet.
Belt high, fundamentally balanced.
Oh,
and that's what you want. And it's all about location, location, location. And right now, if you want to buy some big-time property here in Seattle, you might have to go to the coast and Bellevue and maybe just light it up. But that's what he needs to do. He needs to be able to get Sierra to be consistent. It's not so much on this guy right now because the swing looks really good, and I love what the White Sox have done with his approach.
14 in a minute's what he needs.
There.
He needs to get off to a good start. That one may just be a little bit too high, and the next one's certainly not going out. Now, that first one didn't have enough to clear the wall.
Yeah, he's in trouble right now. You lost 10 seconds without hitting one out of the ballpark. Doesn't look good right now for Robert.
It just looks totally different than his first round, and Randy Arozarena's feeling real good. Kevin Cash knew this guy was capable of winning this thing, and it may be Randy's night.
Well, if there's someone in this ballpark that loves to play the villain, could be Randy Arozarena if he goes up against Rodriguez, but Rodriguez has to go through Vladdy first. Yeah, this doesn't look good right now. He knows it.
This one is over, but now we're going ground ball the other way. Randy Arozarena, have yourself a home run derby. Luis Robert and his muscles are out. Arozarena and his baby are in.
I will say this, out of all the Cubans that are participating, there were 3. I probably had Randy Arozarena at number 3.
He's not feeling it. One other thing about Luis Robert that Pedro Grifol know, like, he's got the makeup. The question was going to be, how about the stage? Let's go down to Alden.
Randy, you were one of the first ones who said that you wanted to do the Derby. Has it been what you expected? Tú fuiste uno de los primeros que dijiste que tú querías hacer este evento. ¿Ha sido lo que tú esperaste?
Sí, la verdad la he pasado muy bien con todos estos fanáticos, todos mis compañeros apoyándome, mi familia. La verdad ha sido un gran evento que siempre dije que sí. Me gusta dar jonrones en los juegos, entonces este es el mejor escenario para dar jonrones.
I've had a lot of fun here with a lot of my teammates, my friends, everybody supporting me. I always said that I wanted to do the Derby and hit a lot of home runs, and I'm here hitting a lot of home runs. What do you think of your chances to win this? ¿Qué tú piensas de tus chances de ganar esto?
Yo nunca tengo chances. Ganar esta competencia, pero estar aquí, ya yo estoy ganando, entonces lo voy a disfrutar. La verdad me siento muy feliz.
I never have good chances, but somehow I always win. Just being here, I feel like I'm a winner already. Guys, back to you.
Now that endeared him to this crowd here. They all heard that inside the stadium and gave him a big ovation. Huge semifinal round as he beats Luis Robert 35-22. Randy Arozarena moves on to the final. Stay tuned, heavyweight showdown. Hometown hero Julio Rodriguez, Vlad Guerrero Jr. when we come back.
The 2023 T-Mobile Home Run Derby is brought to you by T-Mobile, the all-star in 5G, with America's largest and fastest 5G network.
Marshal Breland Givens, you've been special requested.
How are you supposed to be in that hat? Travis Tritt. This ought to be good. You want a shooting match? Let's go.
FX is Justified. City Prime Evil premieres July 18th on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Spirits, if you are here with us, give us a sound.
That gets your attention because it sure caught mine.
Things are about to get weird.
The hauntings just keep getting worse and worse.
Oh, you're gonna scare us? No, we're gonna scare you. Yeah. Boo.
Disney's Haunted Mansion, rated PG-13.
We love our house. The outdoor space is great, but we do have invasive weeds.
I think we got in the house.
I think you're right.
This particular rose bush.
Stay away from my family! Why are you so strong? At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. We save so much.
You want me to get the spray stuff?
Get the spray stuff.
He's up here!
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It's like that. Got him and stays fair. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you. It's like that.
The second half is here, and the push to the postseason begins. Steal it home, and he will do it. Give us next-level superstars and the sounds of the game.
Tell the boys in the booth I said hi.
That might be me. What a catch! Oh boy!
That was fun. Y'all might need to come around more.
Astros, Angels. It's an AL West showdown on Sunday Night Baseball.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking LMX technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work so you can focus on the present. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Save up to $450 with a free LMX during the Red, White, and U sale, now through July 13th.
This is the 2023 T-Mobile Home Run Derby. That is T-Mobile Park, Lumen Field, the football field in the background, where, of course, we've seen Russell Wilson, Steve Entman, U-Dubs. We got Ken Griffey Jr. Tonight we got Julio Rodriguez, who has been the story so far in front of his home crowd. Great performance by Randy Arozarena. You see our bracket right there. How good has it been, and how good is it about to get?
It's about to get loud here. And it's Julio Rodriguez who has put on a show from the get-go. And he doesn't miss that first pitch, and I think that's really important. Everyone's already on the feet. They're expecting greatness once again, and this combo of Julio Rodriguez and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., pretty special. Let's take a look at round one here by Julio Rodriguez, sponsored by StatCast Google Cloud, and it's all to the pull side. I mean, let's not mess around with right field at all. He understands this ballpark really well. His BP thrower, Pena, is unbelievable. He puts it down quickly, does not lift that leg at all, and it is consistent right in the zone. We saw it last year, same pitcher in LA. We're at home, and he knows that he has the best BP thrower, most consistent one here. A lot of pressure on Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Last year when he burst onto the scene, Mookie Betts walked up to a reporter after he had seen Julio for the first time. He said, "Oh my God." That first round was worthy of that. That's the guy that he's going to face, as Julio Rodriguez is waiting to get in and take his cuts to see who can advance to the final against Randy Arozarena. This may be one of those moments, the same way the Derby turned Juan Soto's season around. It hasn't been a typical Julio Rodriguez season. And there's Dad, he's ready. He's telling everybody to get up. They don't need to be told, they're already up.
His dad's a character.
Let the crowd ride him.
There it is, one. Buckle up.
You can see how he's trying to swing really easily and have that explode off his bat towards the second deck.
I just love the fact that he understands that to win this thing, it's not about center field, it's about pull power, getting it out in front, being well balanced, and attacking.
Not a huge start for Julio, not a huge start for him. Ball up to that first one. That one is towards left center field, and it will carry over, and the crowd now gets behind him.
That's another one. Still no home runs over 440. He needs a lot more. He needs to put pressure on Vladdy Jr. before the 130 mark. That's usually where most of them have taken their time out. If he can get on a roll right now, and he just is about to, 2 in a row.
Yeah, that one is...
I don't think so.
Looking foul to Samamish. That stayed up long enough, but a lot more line drives coming up short in left field.
There goes Dad.
He's at 10.
There goes Dad.
Still hasn't got one over 440 feet. Good timeout.
We love our house. The outdoor space is great, but we do have invasive weeds.
I think they got in the house.
I think you're right.
And of course, water. This particular rose bush.
Stay away from my family. Why are you so strong?
At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. We save so much.
You want me to get the spray stuff?
Get the spray stuff.
He's up here!
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
He's going to need to find another one of those 30 home run rounds. Remember, he's the only guy with multiple 30 home run rounds. He's going to need another one. One thing Julio hasn't done is let a ball go by him. He's swung at every single pitch that's been thrown. I think there was one maybe on an outside pitch that he let go by.
Yeah, and look, and the reason why he hasn't taken many or any at all is because of that guy right there. I have never seen the way that he delivers for this competition. Watch his legs. They stay there. It's consistent. 97 miles per hour off the bat, 31 degrees, will not do it in this ballpark.
Well,
that
there's one. That may be a 440.
Because it's more on the pull side. Watch the miles per hour. He needs at least 108 to be able to get to 440. Yeah. 96 will not do it.
A lot more line drives and a lot more high fly pop-ups. Different round here for Julio.
I'm telling you, against Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you need to get to the 440 mark.
He's got about 45 seconds, Eduardo, and he needs 2 rockets. He needs to get that number. And just getting underneath him, and maybe tired.
Yeah, a little fatigue setting in. That one right there will go over. But the 440 is essential here. And the fans know it too.
Yeah, you almost want to like take a couple just so you can get that extra minute instead of swinging at every one of them.
Well, you also have to understand he is the host here in Seattle. A lot of fatigue, waking up early, getting in late from Houston, waking up early and taking care of the people in the city, and he has put on a show.
He will have 30 seconds to add on to 16. Randy Arozarena is already in the final. Vlad Guerrero is the next contestant. He's the next guy up.
And that's what they're talking about. You have 30 seconds left. You're going to need him to beat me. Saying he needs to get that bottom hand through the zone a little bit quicker.
Heading next here, Sports Center, Butcher Gross, Anderson. A couple of the great Johns we have in America. They'll have the Derby champion on the show. Plus, we'll look back at Ken Griffey Jr.'s Derby at Camden Yards 30 years ago off of the warehouse. And the Trailblazers front office talks about what they think they might do about Damian Lillard and how they're going to plan to move forward with the trade request. The crowd is behind him. He's got 18 homers, 30 seconds to go.
Right now, my concern is that bottom hand of his. It needs to get through the zone quickly. It's a little bit different right now than in that first at bat, first time through. Watch how the top hand's taken over a bit.
The miss, if there's a miss, has been very consistent. And there's a launch shot there.
Oh, getting a roll now. Is it a little too late? This one shouldn't count.
They won't get out of the building either. Interesting. Julio Rodriguez off of a remarkable first round will get a standing ovation. And we'll only have to wait to see if it's enough to get to the final. Big smile on his face as he comes off and gets greeted by his Mariner teammates and Vlad Guerrero Jr.
I just think it's really cool right now that these two are competing against each other in the round, yet Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is actually giving him advice with the last 30 left and still having a conversation with him. Vladdy feels pretty comfortable right now with 20.
Guys, I just talked to John Schneider, the Blue Jays manager, who of course is throwing to Vladdy in this competition. He said that Vladdy told him through this round what he wants him to do is, as it goes along, bring the ball up, throw it higher so he can use his hands as he goes. They just watched Julio Rodriguez. He said, you know what? We got a chance.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they need. Another thing that Vladdy did tell me, he said, look, I have two bats for this competition. I have a P210 bat, a Louisville Slugger, that he uses, that it's a little thicker, tapered handle on the bottom side. Now, once he starts getting fatigued, he might go to a thinner handle bat, a little bit lighter. So let's keep an eye on the timeout if he does change at all.
Back here in Seattle, first time since 2001, the park that Junior built, and now home to Julio Rodriguez. Pete Alonso is trying to match Griffey with his third title. That will not happen. He's been eliminated. And Vlad Guerrero, who hit 91 in a runner-up effort in 2019, back at it.
Oh, listen to the crowd.
Every time he grounds a ball, the crowd likes to see that. They want Julio to get to the final.
Oh my. If that's not 440, what is it?
Halfway up that second deck for Vlad. That one to left center left the building. He keeps an eye on that. Doesn't get over the wall.
Remember, Vladdy did get fatigued in the first round. Will he be able to keep his form during this round?
Boy, those are just line shots crawling over that wall. That one's a little further back. There goes another one towards deck number 2. He's got the bonus already. And 20 doesn't feel like it's holding up, Eduardo.
No, once he finishes in this round, he might be a concierge key. He is letting this one go.
He's midway there. He's got 242 to get there. And Big Bo Bichette got the microphone. He's walking over to get this in-depth interview with Snyder and
Está bien,
Vlad.
está bien.
Yeah, estamos ready.
Yeah, tranquilo.
He says
I
we're
just need a
ready.
little bit more.
Suave, suave, suave. Poco más.
Vamos,
Breathe, breathe.
¿Quieres hielo en la cara?
Oh boy.
What do we have? What do we have there? What do we have?
He feels good, man. He just needs to relax a little bit and get after it, but he feels good.
Ask him if he needs to use now a thinner handle bat.
You need a thinner handle?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a thinner handle. I don't know where it is, though. Can't tell you.
Bo, how cool is it to be here in the All-Star game?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. You know, it's my second time, but definitely appreciate this one more and grateful for it.
Feel good about your teammate?
Excuse me?
You feel good about your teammate right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. He's special for sure.
Okay, so he has both bonuses already, and that's a major advantage that he's going to have over Julio with 12 home runs already hit. Make that 13.
Well, at the very least, this performance here gives the Randy Arozarena fans a reason to believe that he can win this thing. Vlad's not putting up a massive number. He's going to get to 20 because he's got that bonus. He's got 2 minutes to get 6 more.
I don't know. He's a little tired right now. I mean, this now is just a lot of focus and a lot of location from John Snyder, his BP thrower slash manager. And I agree with you. Just the time that he has, what is it, another minute, 32, 33?
And he knows 17, 30 seconds. I can take a few pitches. Yeah. Get my energy going and then do things to win this. Deep ballpark out where he's going there, and a line shot with a lot of topspin won't get out. Another one that won't get out.
You know, I love that he is doing this event because I think he's going to have a monster second half. He's going to find his swing a la Juan Soto did for the last 2 times he's done these events.
He is toasty right now. Got into that one, though. And it goes over the wall. One more.
One more. I think you should get on the mic and ask Seattle about that one more.
We want to swing off between Vlad and Julio.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Hey, just one.
That's the guy who's waiting, Randy Arozarena. Here's some of the big flies that Vlad hit. Got that extra minute. By the way, the extra minute proves to be really important. He's tied right now with Julio.
Yeah, it plays to be a major part of power, and this is, and Buster was the first one to report this one, thanks to Sarah Langs, with when it comes to the velocity.